Hey guys, I want to talk about something, and I might throw some curse words in there because I just got through listening to talk radio, and you know how us old guys get. Listen to talk radio during the day, you get a little frustrated listening to all the bullshit that goes on with our government. But I want to talk about something, muscle memory. How many of you guys out there know that muscle memory exists? Muscle memory is something that I know everybody, if you're over the age of 50, even in your 40-year-old guys, the seniors that are coming up, muscle memory is something that you do to, you don't even have to think about it when you're either at the plate or you're shooting basketball or you're throwing a pass. Let me explain to you what muscle memory does. A lot of people, I don't know if they really have the concept of muscle memory. And I've talked to a few guys about this in the past. And I'm going to throw some guys' names out there, some professional, Stephen Curry. That guy can shoot from anywhere on the court. I've actually watched him in person shoot. I've watched the way he warms up. I've watched the stuff that he does. He has great muscle memory where he can actually shoot from anywhere and have confidence. And I'm going to talk about Tom Brady here. I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big Patriots fan. But I'm going to explain both those guys, and I'm going to kind of throw them out there. Not a big Stephen Curry fan either, so I'm just going to throw these guys out there because I think they're very good at what they do. Stephen Curry shoots, practices, puts in a lot of time shooting a basketball, okay? It's just not the shooting part, it's the weight of the basketball that he's actually going to shoot. It's the weight of the basketball. It has to be the same weight. It has to be the NBA basketball that they shoot. He has got a great muscle memory to that ball. And I know you guys, Tom Brady, talk about, and I'm going to explain something, and this is not what I've heard, this is what I think about my theory on Tom Brady. Somewhere in his career, and I'm going to talk about that Deflategate shit that went on with him. Somewhere in his career, he had, it was in practice, I'm pretty sure, is what happened to him. Well, he threw a ball in practice very well, and this is just what I'm assuming it happened sometime in his career. Well, he had that ball tested for the poundage and how much pounds of pressure it had in it, and he found out through his career that he can throw that ball very well. Not because he gripped it well, it's because of how the ball weighed, and he gained muscle memory from throwing that ball repetition after repetition of the way that ball weighted and the way it felt in his hands, and just the way it weighted, he gained muscle memory from throwing accuracy that ball. So whenever he got to play games, and I don't know, I guarantee you it's been happening for years with him, it just didn't start happening. He can throw that ball very well, so he started gauging every ball that he actually wanted to throw, because he's probably got some kind of a OCD too, that he loved throwing that ball, and it felt good, and he had muscle memory to throw that ball. Now, pull all that aside. Senior players, or any players, any guys that play softball, baseball, fast pitch, why the fuck? And I still see this going on, guys. I just came back from Reno. We played the state tournament here in San Antonio. Not here in San Antonio, but up in Austin. And it was all the senior state players coming down and playing, some Oklahoma people too. Denver actually came down and played. Arkansas guys came down and played. Why the fuck are you guys have 3 or 4 different bats in your bag? And they're not the same model. They're not the same model, and they're not the same weight. That's one thing. And another thing too is, why the fuck you guys swing different bats when you go in batting practice? I see a lot of you guys out there will pick up, and they're all the same weight, but they're different model bats. A 27-ounce Dudley, and you'll hit the first round, which is probably about 15 balls. When we hit, you hit with a damn, let's say a DeMarini, and then the second round you hit 27-ounce Dudley, senior bat, and you'll hit 15 balls with that. The next round, the last round, you use your gamer, and you'll hit 15 balls. What you're not doing, and what you don't understand is, and even you guys that take all them bats to go to games with you, and you've got 5 different, 3 different, 4 different bats in your bag, and it baffles me. I've seen guys in my division, a couple of guys on my team. I'm not going to call you out, guys, but you start thinking you you don't hit good with one bat, you'll grab another bat and you'll swing with that. You'll grab another bat and swing with that. You're not giving your body enough time to have muscle memory, especially in batting practice. And it all has to do with batting practice. You can't get out there and hit 3 different model bats because they're all weighted different. They're all weighted different. They might not be the same 27 ounces, but they're all weighted different. One might have too much weight in the handle. The other one might be end loaded different, and it might have more mass at the end with less mass. I mean, if you guys wouldn't know this unless you actually cut your bats open, and which I have in the past, to find out where it's weighted at. Maybe the plug in the handle's too long. I mean, you don't know. So every time you guys pick up a 27 ounce, you got to realize it's not loaded the same way a Mican's not loaded the same way a DeMarini's loaded. So you're not going to get that muscle memory. You're not going to get that automatic every time you come up to the plate. Let me explain to you what I do. I do not change bats in the middle of the year unless it's at the beginning of the year and it's a really good bat that I like. I will change, but very seldom have I done that. I think I've done that once or twice ever that I've been playing ball, and just not senior ball. That's regular ball. I start hitting if I'll pick one of the top 5 tier bats that I like. I'll start swinging that in the off season, and by the time the season starts, I'll swing that bat all year long. I'll usually have 2 of them, and they're both the same weight, and they're both the same model, because they're going to have both the same swinging weights to them. That way I don't throw off my muscle memory. Because you guys getting, and this is funny, you guys getting batting practice, and I'm going to tell you what your body's fucking telling you. You guys getting batting practice, you do 3 different bats. At the end of that batting practice, your body's going, what the fuck just happened? It's so confused because you're not getting any muscle memory. And you did nothing. It's like going to the gym and working out and you don't get any benefit from it. When you go hit balls with 3 different bats or 2 different bats. Or here's another thing too. A lot of you guys go, well, I swing a 27 on Saturday, I swing a 26 on Sunday. Holy shit, your body's so damn confused, you're gonna hit like shit in the tournament. And I'm talking about hitting like shit, like 600 or 700. A lot of you guys might be satisfied with that, but I'm not. I mean, I want to hit in the 8s. When I go to a tournament, I don't want to make an out. And I get mad when I make an out. But my goal is, when I go in every tournament, is not to make an out. So a 600 or 700 tournament to me is that 750 to me, in my opinion. With me, I am so anal about hitting BP. 750 in a tournament is not satisfactory to me. That's like me having a bad tournament, because I set my goals so high. I use the same bat. I get my muscle memory right on. And guys, I can tell, with my body, I can tell if I try to drop down an ounce in the past, I can tell what it does to my body, because my body's confused, because I'm not giving my body enough time, and it takes a while, a month and a half. I'm saying, guys, hitting 2 to 3 times a week in BP, that's how long it takes to gain that muscle memory. I talked to somebody about this the other day, and he told me 1,000 swings, which I would say 1,500 swings on a bat that's one of the top tier bats. Get that muscle memory down, throw all that other shit away, pick one bat out of the 3 bats you have in your bag, the 3 different models. So, like I told a guy the other day, he had 3 different bats in his bag. Pick one you like. Take the other 2. Don't put them in your garage, because you're going to turn around and you're going to go back there and use them if you have a bad game. Sell them. The money you make off those 2, turn around and buy the same bat that you like, that you pulled out of your bag, that you're going to swing with. Carry 2 of them, hit one in BP till it gets broke in, stick it in your bag for games, and then hit the other one in BP. And I guarantee you, your batting average will go up. Thanks, guys.